Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night between 3 and 5 in the morning and felt a restless energy you couldn't ignore? That quiet, unsettling moment when the world sleeps but your mind refuses to rest. Is it fear? Is it purpose? Or is it a call you've been ignoring? Those hours are not random. They are a signal that something deep inside of you is stirring, demanding attention, demanding action. Most people panic, toss and turn, or slip back into unconsciousness, dismissing it as a broken night's sleep. But you have the chance to turn this exact moment into your greatest advantage, to claim power in a way most will never understand because most will never wake up to it at all. Right now, as the world lies in darkness, your mind is alert, your senses are sharp, and your body is quietly tuned to opportunity. Science calls it the circadian window. Your hormones are shifting, your nervous system is primed, and your thoughts are at their clearest. This is not coincidence. This is your body telling you to rise, to take control, to step into a level of awareness that most people will never experience. In this moment, you can do more in 20 minutes than many do in an entire morning filled with distraction, noise, and endless scrolling. You can claim clarity. You can ignite focus. You can awaken a version of yourself that refuses to wait for permission to succeed. Imagine the possibilities if you embrace this time consistently. Imagine turning a restless night into a powerful practice that shapes every choice you make, every action you take, every goal you chase. This is the edge you've been looking for. While others sleep through their potential, you are awake. While they wait for life to hand them opportunity, you are already taking it. That quiet unease you feel is not a flaw. It is a gift, a whisper from your subconscious, urging you to rise above hesitation, above comfort, above mediocrity. The reward of claiming these hours is immediate, tangible, and life-changing. You will feel a sense of calm that runs deeper than sleep ever provides. You will experience clarity so sharp it cuts through the noise of distraction and doubt. You will hold in your hands the first tangible steps toward mastering your day before anyone else has even opened their eyes. And with each moment you choose action over apathy, with each breath you take with intention, you are building momentum that will carry through every challenge, every decision, and every opportunity that follows. Tonight, or rather now, in this quiet between the hours, you are being offered a choice. You can let the night control you, dragging you back into unconscious sleep, leaving your potential dormant. Or you can rise, breathe, and step into a rhythm of power, clarity, and purpose that few ever experience. Every moment you stay awake with intention is a moment you invest in your growth, your courage, and your transformation. These hours are yours if you claim them. These minutes can redefine your life if you act. And as you continue to embrace this power, you will see the truth. The world responds to those who rise before it even stirs. The energy you feel now is not random. It is your signal. And if you answer it, everything changes. Right now, the most powerful thing you can do is take control of your breath. It sounds simple, almost too small to matter, but it is not. Every inhale and every exhale you take in these hours carries more than oxygen. It carries focus, presence, and the ability to calm a mind that is restless, racing, or doubting. Conscious breathing is a tool the world has forgotten. Yet it is the first secret of anyone who moves through life with clarity and unstoppable energy. When you take a deep, intentional breath, you are telling your body, your mind, and your spirit that you are in charge. You are anchoring yourself to the present moment, pulling your scattered thoughts back from fear, from anxiety, from the pull of the day ahead, and placing them exactly where they need to be here, awake, aware, ready to act. Close your eyes if you must, but feel every inhale filling your lungs, expanding your chest, igniting a sense of life flowing through every cell of your body. Feel the exhale releasing tension, releasing doubt, releasing every invisible weight that has kept you from moving with confidence in the past. 2 minutes of this, and the mental fog that once clouded your mind begins to lift. 5 minutes, and your clarity sharpens so intensely it feels almost unnatural. This is the power of conscious breathing. It is a practice that transforms anxiety into strength, stress into clarity, and indecision into focus. Every breath you take now is a statement to the universe and to yourself. I am awake. I am present. I am ready. Your body responds instantly. Your heart rate steadies. Your mind stops racing. Your nervous system aligns, preparing you to absorb insight, to make decisions, and to act with precision. There is a chemical shift happening as well. Your brain is flooded with oxygen, your hormones recalibrate, and a quiet sense of control sweeps over you. This is not an abstract science. It is tangible physiological transformation happening in real time. And yet few ever pause long enough to harness it. Few ever rise and seize this invisible edge while the world sleeps. You are not just claiming minutes of your morning, you are claiming mastery over your mind. The beauty of this practice is that it requires nothing but intention. No tools, no routines, no external validation. Just you, your awareness, and the steady rhythm of life moving in and out of your body. In these moments, you reclaim the space where your greatest potential resides. You step into the quiet knowing that you can shape your thoughts, shape your energy, and shape the trajectory of your day. Every deep, intentional breath carries the promise of action, the promise of clarity, the promise of momentum that will carry you far beyond what you have imagined possible. As you continue to breathe with awareness, you feel the tension in your shoulders, your jaw, your mind itself begin to dissolve. With each inhale, you pull in strength. With each exhale, you release the limits you have allowed to bind you. The restless energy that once felt like a curse now transforms into a quiet power that pulses through your veins. You are no longer at the mercy of the night or the fears that wake you. You are awake, not just in body, but in mind and spirit. You are alert. You are ready. And this readiness is the first spark of the unstoppable day that is waiting for you. As your breathing settles, as your mind sharpens and your body aligns, a new layer of power begins to emerge. Gratitude. It is a word so small, yet its force is enormous. In these hours, when the world is silent and distractions have vanished, gratitude is not just a thought, it is a weapon. It rewires your brain, floods your body with dopamine, lifts your mood, and reorients your entire being toward possibility. This is the science of transformation. Every time you consciously acknowledge something you are grateful for, your nervous system relaxes, your heart rate steadies, and your mind opens to clarity. Gratitude transforms what could be a restless, anxious hour into the most potent launchpad for your day, for your life, for your future. Take a moment now. Let your mind settle on 3 things, anything at all, that deserve your recognition. It could be as simple as the breath in your lungs, the quiet surrounding you, or the knowledge that you are capable of change. It could be the strength in your body, the sharpness of your mind, or the untapped courage waiting within you. Let these moments of recognition sink in deeply. Feel them. Anchor yourself to them. When you focus on what you already have, you begin to understand the abundance that exists within you. You stop chasing what is missing, and you start activating the power that is already yours. This is more than a mental exercise. It is a declaration. Every ounce of energy you have now in these sacred hours can be directed with purpose because your mind has shifted from lack to awareness, from doubt to certainty. Gratitude opens doors that anxiety keeps closed. It strengthens resilience, sharpens focus, and ignites a fire that can carry you through obstacles, doubts, and fears. While most people will sleep through the moments of opportunity hidden in their own lives, you are choosing to rise, to acknowledge, and to harness the energy that gratitude generates. This is not luck, this is intentional power. With gratitude in your core, the restless energy that once felt like discomfort transforms into clarity and momentum. Your mind begins to see paths where before there were obstacles. Your emotions stabilize and your energy flows with precision. The world may still be asleep, but your awareness pulses with purpose. You are awake not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You are actively shaping your reality in the quietest, most fertile hours of the day. This is mastery. This is the discipline that separates those who wait for life from those who create it. As you focus on what you are grateful for, notice how it changes your posture, your energy, and your perspective. Gratitude fuels confidence because it reminds you that you already possess the tools to overcome, to create, and to thrive. It turns small actions into unstoppable momentum. Every thought grounded in gratitude is a step away from fear, hesitation, and indecision. Every moment of recognition strengthens your ability to act with clarity and courage. In these early hours, the mind that embraces gratitude becomes a mind that leads, a mind that dominates, and a mind that refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Feel this shift. Let it embed deep into your consciousness. You are no longer restless. You are not lost in doubt. You are awake, focused, and charged with the force of your own awareness. The quiet has become your ally, and gratitude has become the engine that will drive every choice you make today. You are powerful. You are ready. You are already taking control of your life. one conscious thought, one intentional breath, and one moment of gratitude at a time. Now that your mind is clear and your heart is grounded in gratitude, it is time to turn that clarity into purpose. Focus is your next weapon. In these quiet hours, your brain is more alert, more capable of deep thought, and more receptive to planning than it will be at any other time of the day. While the world is still trapped in distraction and routine, you have the chance to map the direction of your life with precision and power. Every decision you make now carries the potential to ripple across your entire day, shaping productivity, confidence, and the results that define your future. Begin by identifying the 3 most important priorities that will drive your day. Do not clutter this moment with trivial tasks or meaningless obligations. Focus only on what truly matters, what will move you forward, what will strengthen your character, what will demand courage and deliver transformation. This is not busy work. This is strategic action. Simple act of identifying your priorities in these hours signals to your subconscious mind that your day is no longer a series of random events. It is a deliberate, intentional march toward accomplishment. Your mind begins to scan the day for opportunities to act in alignment with these priorities, for moments that reinforce focus, and for decisions that carry long-term impact. Visualization magnifies this effect. See yourself completing these tasks before the world even rises. Imagine the energy, the clarity, and the sense of accomplishment that comes from taking action with purpose. Your brain does not distinguish between visualized success and actual success. Every detail you imagine, every step you picture yourself taking, triggers neural patterns that prepare your mind and body to perform with confidence and efficiency. This is how leaders, innovators, and high achievers operate. They prime themselves in advance, quietly and intentionally, while others remain passive and reactive. Strategic thinking in these hours also strengthens resilience. When you identify your priorities and visualize completion, the uncertainty of the day loses its power. Challenges become obstacles you are prepared for, not threats that derail you. The nervous system calms because your brain recognizes that you are not wandering aimlessly through chaos. You are in command. This sense of control fosters courage, sharpens decision-making, and fuels the inner strength that drives consistent action. Every choice you make from this foundation is deliberate, grounded, and infused with purpose. Action in alignment with clarity compounds exponentially. The energy you cultivate now sets the tone for hours to come. The mind trained in focus resists distraction and fear. The body, already awakened and energized by breath and gratitude, moves with precision. Your entire being aligns with the direction you have intentionally set. This is no longer a morning routine. It is a statement of identity. You are the person who rises, the person who acts, the person who claims control while others drift in uncertainty. Feel the impact of this moment. Your priorities are not just tasks. They are declarations of who you are becoming. Your visualization is not just imagination. It is training for reality. The clarity you have created is not temporary. It is the foundation for unstoppable momentum. You are awake, focused, and deliberate. You are stepping into mastery over your mind, your actions, and your day. And in these early hours before the world stirs, you have already gained the advantage that sets the trajectory for every success that follows. Your mind is awake. Your purpose is clear. Now it is time to awaken your body, because thought without action remains potential unfulfilled. Movement in these hours is more than physical exercise. It is a declaration. Every stretch, every controlled motion, every deliberate activation of your body signals strength to your nervous system, sharpness to your mind, and courage to your spirit. In these quiet hours, when the world is still, your body responds to intentional movement with heightened energy, increased focus, and an undeniable sense of power. The simple act of standing, stretching, or engaging in a brief routine transforms the restless energy of the early morning into unstoppable momentum. Even a few minutes of activity sends a signal to your brain. You are alert. You are capable. You are preparing to act. Blood flows more freely. Oxygen floods your cells, and endorphins surge through your system, reinforcing the connection between effort and reward. This is not just physical health. It is mental dominance. Your body and mind synchronize, creating a state of clarity and readiness that sets the tone for every choice you will make today. You no longer drift under fatigue or uncertainty. You surge forward with precision, focus, and control. Physical activation also awakens courage. There is a subtle power in moving when others remain inert, in exerting effort when the world is quiet, in claiming energy that most waste in unconscious sleep. This is the power of early action. Every small motion amplifies your confidence. Every stretch, every breath, every controlled movement strengthens your sense of ownership over your day, your actions, and your results. You are no longer passive. You are alive, alert, and primed for transformation. This is also a moment to connect your body to your mind intentionally. Each movement can be paired with intention, each stretch with affirmation, each breath with focus. Your muscles respond to command, your nervous system tunes into readiness, and your mind aligns with purpose. This is the synergy that drives high performance, the integration of thought, emotion, and physical presence that propels ordinary people into extraordinary results. The energy you cultivate in motion now amplifies every decision, every thought, and every action for the hours that follow. Feel the power coursing through you as you activate your body. It is not just strength, it is presence, it is alertness, it is the inner knowledge that you are awake, you are alive, and you are no longer at the mercy of fatigue or hesitation. The restless energy that once stirred unease now transforms into a quiet, unstoppable force. Your mind is sharp, your body is ready, and your spirit is aligned with action. Every fiber of your being vibrates with purpose, preparing you to step into the day with clarity, courage, and relentless momentum. In these hours when the world sleeps, you are moving ahead. Your body is awake. Your energy is heightened. Your readiness is unmatched. This is the edge that sets you apart, the advantage that multiplies every success. Movement is no longer optional. It is the catalyst that turns intention into action, that turns thought into results, that turns potential into achievement. As your body rises, so does your capacity to conquer every challenge, embrace every opportunity, and command every moment that follows. You are alive. You are powerful. You are unstoppable. With your mind focused, your heart grounded in gratitude, and your body fully awake, it is time to fuel your growth with learning that elevates you. The hours between 3 and 5 in the morning are the most fertile for the brain, when neuroplasticity is heightened and your ability to absorb, retain, and apply new knowledge is unmatched. Every moment you dedicate now to growth compounds, building skills, insight, and understanding that others will struggle to achieve while they sleep. Knowledge in this quiet time is not just information, it is leverage. It is the edge that separates the prepared from the reactive, the ambitious from the passive. Choose deliberately what you will feed your mind. Focus on materials that challenge your thinking, expand your perspective, and strengthen your capacity for action. Every page you read, every idea you process, every skill you sharpen now increases your ability to perform at levels most only dream of. The early morning brain is receptive, untethered by the distractions, interruptions, and noise of daily life. Absorb with intention. Every insight you gain now will not just be stored, it will shape decisions, guide actions, and inform strategies in ways that ripple through your day, your week, your life. This is the time to become relentless in your pursuit of mastery. Micro-learning, deep reading, reflection, or studying a skill that advances your goals. These actions turn the quiet hours into a powerhouse of personal development. Every concept you integrate, every truth you internalize, is a seed planted in your mind ready to grow into capability, confidence, and opportunity. The knowledge you gain now compounds invisibly but irreversibly, building a foundation of excellence and resilience that the world will only recognize over time. Your mind, already sharpened by conscious breathing, gratitude, focus, and movement, now absorbs at an accelerated rate. This alignment, mind, body, intention, creates a feedback loop that amplifies learning and retention. Your thoughts become clearer, your understanding deeper, and your ability to act faster and more decisively grows with every moment. Learning in silence transforms potential into competence. It strengthens your capacity to navigate challenges, innovate solutions, and seize opportunities that others overlook or fail to notice. Every minute invested in growth during these early hours carries a psychological impact as well. It builds confidence, reinforces self-respect, and cements the identity of someone who does not wait for success to find them. You are training yourself to be proactive, intentional, and unstoppable. The mind that learns in the quiet hours rises with a clarity, focus, and energy that the day itself cannot disrupt. This is a state of readiness where preparation and action converge, where insight becomes influence, and where knowledge becomes a tool to shape the life you desire. Feel the power of this practice as it permeates every fiber of your being. You are awake when others sleep. You are growing while the world rests. You are building competence, courage, and confidence in silence. The advantage you create now will show in every decision, every action, every achievement. The quiet hours are no longer empty. They are charged with purpose, momentum, and unstoppable energy. You are awake. You are learning. You are transforming. And every choice you make now sets the stage for extraordinary results that begin the moment the world stirs. Your mind is sharp, your body energized, and your awareness fully tuned to action. Now, it is essential to understand why these early hours are more than a window of opportunity. They are a biological advantage that few ever harness. Between 3 and 5 in the morning, your brain operates differently. Your cortisol levels are naturally higher, heightening alertness and focus, while your parasympathetic nervous system calms the chatter that usually clouds decision-making. This combination creates a unique state of readiness where clarity, insight, and creativity are amplified. What you do in this window shapes not just your day, but the trajectory of your life. The silence around you is not empty. It is fertile. It allows your mind to operate without interference, to process ideas, solve problems, and form strategies that would be impossible amid the chaos of daily noise. Your thoughts are sharper because the environment encourages focus. Your intuition is clearer because distractions are absent. Your energy is purer because it has not yet been drained by external demands. The science is undeniable. High achievers, innovators, and world-class performers consistently leverage these early hours to their advantage. They understand that mastery is not just about effort. It is about timing, about aligning action with the natural rhythms of mind and body. This knowledge is not abstract. It is actionable. When you wake intentionally, when you breathe, stretch, focus, and feed your mind with growth, you are operating in perfect alignment with your biology. You are transforming restlessness into power, fatigue into clarity, and early morning alertness into unstoppable momentum. Every action taken in this state compounds, creating a feedback loop that strengthens discipline, heightens awareness, and fuels resilience. The quiet hours become more than time. They become leverage, a force multiplier for every goal, every ambition, every dream you hold. Your awareness of this advantage is itself transformative. When you recognize that these hours are uniquely yours to command, hesitation loses its power, doubt diminishes, fear becomes irrelevant. You are no longer reacting to the day. You are shaping it with purpose, precision, and intention. The advantage is subtle, invisible to the untrained eye, but profound in its effect. Those who rise and act now do not merely gain hours. They gain insight, composure, and a mental edge that carries through every decision and interaction for the rest of the day. Feel the shift in your body and mind as you internalize this understanding. You are not wasting the hours between 3 and 5. You are claiming them. You are stepping into a state of awareness that cultivates clarity, courage, and creativity before the world even stirs. Every breath, every movement, every thought you focus on in this time reinforces your capacity to act decisively, think clearly, and perform at a higher level. You are building a foundation that others will spend years chasing without ever realizing why they fall short. In this quiet, powerful window, you hold the advantage of biology, psychology, and intention combined. You are awake when others sleep. You are aware when others drift. You are ready when the world is unprepared. The hours between 3 and 5 are no longer a gap to endure. They are a tool to wield. And every moment you claim, every action you take, every insight you harness compounds into unstoppable momentum that will carry you through the day, the week, and beyond. You are aligned, you are powerful, and the world is now responding to the strength you cultivate in silence. Even with clarity, focus, and energy aligned, resistance will always whisper. It shows up as the pull to return to the comfort of sleep, to dismiss this moment as ordinary, to convince you that action can wait. Do not listen. That resistance is not your enemy. It is a signal. It is the voice that measures how badly you want change, how committed you are to owning your life, and how willing you are to rise above hesitation. Every time you choose action over comfort, courage over fear, you are strengthening a muscle far more powerful than your body, the muscle of your mind. Discipline is not built in ease. It is forged in moments like this, when the world sleeps and your instincts urge you to surrender. Understand this clearly. Discomfort is temporary, but the benefits of action are permanent. The moment you move despite the resistance, your confidence grows. Your identity shifts. You prove to yourself that you are not governed by fleeting feelings or circumstances. You are governed by choice, by purpose, by the unwavering determination to seize what is possible. The restless energy, the doubt, the internal debate, all of it is the test that separates those who drift through life from those who rise and take control. Resistance is not an obstacle. It is the threshold you must cross to claim your full potential. Your mind is strongest when it is challenged in alignment with intention. Each time you push past mental resistance in these early hours, you create a pattern of success that compounds over time. Your brain begins to recognize that action, even when uncomfortable, leads to reward. Anxiety gives way to focus. Hesitation gives way to momentum. Every small victory over resistance builds an internal foundation of strength that no external force can shake. The discipline you cultivate before the world stirs defines the courage you carry through every challenge, every opportunity, every choice. The energy you feel right now, the quiet power that surges through your mind and body, is amplified when paired with deliberate decision-making. Resistance cannot exist in the same space as clarity and commitment. When you consciously act, breathe, focus, and move, you override the mental chatter that would keep you stagnant. You align your emotions, thoughts, and actions with a singular purpose to claim mastery over your day and over yourself. This alignment is rare. Few ever achieve it. Fewer maintain it. And yet, here you are, fully capable, fully present, fully awake to the transformative force of intentional action. Feel the strength in choosing movement over inertia, action over comfort, clarity over confusion. Each conscious choice reinforces your identity as someone who does not wait, someone who does not settle, someone who does not allow fleeting feelings to dictate their destiny. Resistance is only temporary. Your power, focus, and momentum are lasting. By confronting this invisible force now, you are forging resilience that will carry through challenges, obstacles, and moments of doubt throughout the day. The choice is no longer hypothetical. It is immediate. You are awake, aware, and capable of transcending resistance at its first whisper. The discipline you exercise now compounds into unstoppable momentum. The courage you summon now defines the trajectory of your day. Each act of defiance against comfort and hesitation strengthens the core of your identity. You are not merely awake. You are alive, alert, and moving with relentless purpose. Resistance cannot win because you have already chosen mastery. You have already claimed control. You are unstoppable. Now embrace the power of silence. The stillness around you is not emptiness. It is a force waiting to be harnessed. In these early hours, the world is quiet, uninterrupted, and free from distraction. Your mind, now sharpened through breath, gratitude, focus, movement, and learning, can access depths of insight that are unreachable during the chaos of the day. Silence allows you to see clearly, think deeply, and act intentionally. It reveals patterns, uncovers opportunities, and exposes the truth of your potential. When you lean into this quiet, you are no longer influenced by noise or external pressures. You are in command of your thoughts, your energy, and your future. Silence heightens intuition. Your subconscious, now unobstructed by distraction, communicates in whispers that are easy to miss in the clamor of ordinary life. Ideas surface, solutions appear, clarity expands. In these moments, you have the rare ability to listen not only to yourself, but to the direction your life is meant to take. This is where innovation is born, where decisions are made with precision, and where foresight emerges naturally. The quiet is a mirror, reflecting your priorities, your strengths, and the next steps required to claim the life you desire. Every pause, every moment of stillness reinforces discipline. While the world sleeps, you are practicing mastery of your attention. You are teaching yourself to resist distraction, to resist the pull of comfort, to resist the urge to drift aimlessly. Silence is a gem for the mind. Each minute you commit to it strengthens focus, sharpens awareness, and enhances the capacity to act decisively. It trains you to think before you react, to assess before you move, and to lead yourself through your day with intention rather than chaos. Silence also deepens presence. You become acutely aware of your breath, your body, your thoughts, and the energy within you. This awareness is a tool, a guide, and a shield It allows you to act from a place of power rather than reaction, to respond with clarity instead of emotion, and to navigate challenges with calm confidence. In this stillness, you discover that the restless energy you once feared is not a weakness. It is potential. It is raw force that, when directed with focus, transforms into unstoppable momentum. Notice how the quiet amplifies every benefit you have cultivated so far. Your breath feels steadier, your gratitude resonates more deeply, your focus sharpens, your energy intensifies, and your courage solidifies. Silence magnifies action, transforms thought into insight, and makes intention an unbreakable force. This is the advantage that early risers alone understand. When the world is still, those who harness silence gain clarity, strength, and foresight that can dictate outcomes before anyone else has even awakened. Feel the alignment within you now. You are present, you are aware, and you are fully awake to the power you carry. Silence is no longer absence. It is momentum. It is vision. It is energy waiting to be channeled. Every second you remain here, fully conscious, you are reinforcing the identity of someone who does not wait, who does not drift, and who does not settle for anything less than mastery. The quiet is your ally. The stillness is your advantage. You are awake, aware, and unstoppable. All the practices, all the awareness, all the energy you have cultivated now converge into momentum. Momentum is the invisible force that propels you forward when others remain stagnant, when hesitation holds them back, when opportunity passes unnoticed. Every breath you have taken, every act of gratitude, every moment of focus, every movement, every insight you have absorbed, and every second you have embraced in silence compounds into a current of unstoppable drive. Momentum is not about speed, it's about alignment, clarity, and consistent action. When you harness it, life begins to respond to you rather than you responding to life. The energy you generate now carries through every choice you will make today. It is a force that resists distraction, fear, and indecision. Your mind becomes a laser, cutting through noise and chaos to see what truly matters. Your body moves with precision, your thoughts align with purpose, and your spirit resonates with confidence. This is the advantage of deliberate mornings. The first hours of your day are no longer empty or wasted. They are a launching pad, a multiplier of productivity, and a foundation for every victory to come. Momentum turns intention into action, action into habit, and habit into results that compound over weeks, months, and years. Feel the intensity of this momentum within you. It is not a fleeting energy. It is the consequence of repeated intentional choices made when the world sleeps. Momentum amplifies focus because it trains your mind to stay on what matters, to act decisively, and to trust in your own capacity. It strengthens confidence because it proves in real time that you can take control of your life even when comfort, fear, or doubt whisper otherwise. Momentum fuels courage because it reminds you that every step forward builds strength, every small victory reinforces your identity, and every act of deliberate choice transforms potential into reality. This force is contagious within yourself. Once it is activated, your energy aligns with opportunity, your clarity guides decisions, and your actions compound in ways that are visible and measurable. Each task you complete, each insight you act upon, each priority you pursue becomes easier because momentum carries you. The resistance that once felt so heavy now diminishes. The distractions that once pulled you sideways now fade. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable now bend to the force of a mind and body aligned in purpose. Momentum does not ask permission. It does not negotiate. It propels you forward with relentless precision. Recognize that this momentum is the product of your commitment, your awareness, and your discipline. It is created in the moments few dare to claim. It is reinforced each time you rise when others linger in sleep. Each time you choose action over comfort, clarity over confusion, and courage over hesitation. This is the difference between drifting through life and commanding it. Momentum is the engine that transforms ordinary mornings into extraordinary days. It is the invisible current that turns the quiet hours into decisive advantage. Feel it pulsing through every fiber of your being. Let it amplify your clarity, heighten your focus, and sharpen your courage. You are awake, aligned, and unstoppable. The momentum you now carry will not dissipate. It will grow, compound, and shape the trajectory of your entire day. You are no longer passive. You are a force in motion, a presence that shapes reality, a person whose choices ripple far beyond what most will ever imagine. Momentum is yours, and it is unstoppable. Now focus on clarity. Clarity is the secret weapon that separates those who react from those who create. It is more than knowing what to do. It is understanding why it matters, how it serves your purpose, and what impact it will have. In these early hours when the world is quiet and distractions are minimal, clarity emerges naturally. Your mind is no longer clouded by the chaos of daily demands. It is sharp, perceptive, and capable of seeing paths that remain invisible to those who rush blindly through their day. Clarity allows you to prioritize what truly moves the needle. It exposes wasted effort and illuminates the steps that lead directly to progress. The power of clarity lies in its ability to align thought, emotion, and action. When your mind is clear, indecision loses its grip. Fear diminishes because you understand exactly what is required. Doubt fades because insight replaces assumption. Clarity strengthens confidence, fueling the courage to take immediate, decisive action. You no longer wait for the perfect moment because you recognize that the moment is now, and that preparation combined with awareness transforms opportunity into victory. Every decision becomes intentional, every movement becomes strategic, and every effort compounds into measurable results. Notice how clarity changes your relationship with time. Suddenly, the hours ahead are no longer a series of obligations, they are opportunities. Your focus becomes precise. Your energy is no longer scattered on things that do not serve your goals. Each task is weighed against your priorities, measured against your purpose, and executed with precision. Clarity transforms overwhelm into simplicity. It dismantles confusion and replaces it with a sense of direction so strong it can carry you through challenges that once seemed insurmountable. Clarity also fuels resilience. When the inevitable obstacles arise, as they always will, a clear mind does not panic. It does not falter. It evaluates, adapts, and persists. Understanding the why behind every action gives you the power to endure, the ability to recalibrate, and the insight to turn setbacks into stepping stones. Every moment of confusion you once tolerated is replaced by a disciplined awareness that keeps you moving forward, even when external circumstances seem chaotic or unfair. This clarity is not a passive state. It is active, dynamic, and transformative. It reshapes your perception of the world and of yourself. When you see clearly, you no longer accept mediocrity. You no longer settle for excuses, distractions, or limitations imposed by fear. Clarity empowers you to act decisively, to speak with conviction, and to pursue your vision relentlessly. It allows you to measure your progress, adjust your approach, and recognize the value of every small step in the journey toward mastery. Embrace this clarity fully. Feel it sharpen your mind, steady your focus, and strengthen your resolve. Let it illuminate your path with absolute precision, revealing exactly what actions are necessary to claim your day and your life. You are awake, aligned, and aware. You see the way forward, and nothing can stop the force of a mind operating in perfect clarity. Every thought, every decision, every movement now has purpose, direction, and unstoppable power. You are in control, and the world is ready to respond. Now, focus on energy. Energy is the force that turns intention into action. It is the fuel that transforms thought into results, potential into achievement, and dreams into reality. The way you manage your energy in these early hours determines the trajectory of your entire day. Every deep breath, every mindful movement, every moment of awareness adds vitality to your mind, body, and spirit. Energy is not something you wait for. It is something you create, cultivate, and command. When you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the quiet of the world gives you an unmatched advantage, a blank slate where you can channel every ounce of vitality into building momentum, clarity, and purpose. Your energy dictates your focus. When it is aligned and abundant, distractions lose their grip. Tasks that once felt heavy become lighter. Decisions that once caused hesitation become immediate. Energy amplifies your mental strength, allowing you to process information faster, think more clearly, and act more decisively. You begin to see solutions where others see obstacles. You move through challenges with a sense of flow, as though the world itself is aligning to your rhythm. This is not coincidence. It is the natural result of intentional energy management applied consistently with awareness and precision. Energy also affects your emotional state. When it is cultivated intentionally, you feel more confident, more resilient, and more capable. You are not simply reacting to circumstances, you are actively creating the conditions for your success. Emotional resilience is amplified because energy sustains your focus on what matters. Fear and doubt lose power when the body and mind are energized. When you are awake, aware, and energized, you face the day from a position of strength, not weakness. The internal dialogue shifts from hesitation to possibility, from limitation to potential, from stagnation to relentless forward motion. Movement is one of the most powerful ways to generate energy. A few deliberate actions, even simple stretches or a few minutes of mindful motion, ignite blood flow, awaken neural pathways, and signal to your brain that your body is ready to perform. This early activation sets the tone for the day. The energy you create physically translates into mental clarity and emotional balance. It propels you to act decisively, to tackle challenges boldly, and to engage fully with every opportunity that arises. The body and mind are inseparable, and energy is the bridge that connects thought to action. The energy you cultivate now compounds. It does not dissipate. It builds. Each conscious choice to move, breathe, focus, and harness your vitality strengthens your ability to take action later. Momentum grows naturally from energy, clarity, and purpose combined. When you align these forces, every step forward feels easier, more powerful, and more inevitable. You do not simply get through your day, you dominate it. You do not simply meet expectations, you exceed them. The energy you command now radiates outward, influencing every interaction, every decision, and every result. Feel it coursing through you. Let it sharpen your mind, steady your focus, and ignite your determination. This energy is yours to direct, and it is unstoppable when combined with clarity and momentum. You are awake, fully alive, and ready to act. Your body, mind, and spirit are aligned, prepared, and fueled. Every action you take now resonates with purpose, strength, and inevitability. Energy is no longer an abstract concept. It is the power that propels you forward, the force that shapes your reality, and the spark that turns every intention into unstoppable action. Focus now on clarity. Clarity is the lens through which every decision, every action, and every step forward becomes sharp, precise, and unstoppable. Without clarity, energy scatters, effort dissipates, and momentum falters. Clarity is the force that turns purpose into strategy, intention into execution, and desire into tangible results. When you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., your mind is naturally quieter, less cluttered, less distracted. This is your advantage. The world is still asleep, and the noise of obligations, responsibilities, and external pressures has not yet invaded your consciousness. In this window, clarity is not a luxury. It is a gift waiting to be claimed. Your thoughts are more powerful than you realize. Each mental image, each internal statement, and each decision creates ripples that extend far beyond this moment. Clarity allows you to see what truly matters, to separate the signal from the noise, and to focus only on the actions that propel you forward. The questions you ask yourself now shape the trajectory of your day. Are you asking questions that spark doubt, hesitation, and fear? Or are you asking questions that illuminate possibility, uncover opportunity, and activate courage? Clarity transforms your internal dialogue, replacing uncertainty with confidence, hesitation with resolve, and confusion with insight. The process of cultivating clarity requires intentional stillness. It requires slowing down long enough to confront your priorities, to define your purpose, and to recognize the truths that are often obscured by busyness and distraction. When you sit with clarity, the answers you seek are not external. They are already within you. You do not need permission, validation, or approval. You need presence, focus, and the courage to act on what you know is right. This clarity sharpens your vision, strengthens your resolve, and ignites an inner certainty that no external circumstance can shake. Clarity amplifies effectiveness. When you know what you want and you understand why it matters, every action becomes precise, deliberate, and meaningful. Time is no longer wasted. Decisions are no longer delayed. Tasks are no longer approached haphazardly. You operate from a state of alignment where your mind, energy, and purpose converge. Momentum is no longer dependent on willpower alone. It flows naturally from understanding, conviction, and the unshakable certainty of direction. Each small step, each focused effort compounds into progress that feels inevitable. Mental clarity also strengthens resilience. When challenges arise, when obstacles appear, And when distractions threaten to pull you off course, clarity anchors you. It allows you to see beyond the immediate chaos and maintain perspective. It gives you the ability to act decisively rather than react impulsively. Every decision made from clarity carries weight, purpose, and authority. You begin to notice how much of life's frustration comes not from circumstances, but from lack of focus, scattered attention, and the inability to discern what truly matters. Clarity removes this fog, allowing your actions to hit with precision and impact. Claim clarity now. Let it sharpen your thinking, illuminate your path, and ignite your confidence. Let it be the compass that directs your energy, your focus, and your purpose. The mind that is clear is unstoppable. The intentions that are clear are unbreakable. The actions that flow from clarity are inevitable. You are awake, aware, and aligned. Your vision is no longer blurred by uncertainty. Every thought is deliberate, every decision is intentional, and every action is propelled by unwavering certainty. Clarity is your power, your advantage, and the foundation upon which everything you desire is built. Discipline is not about restriction. It is not about force or punishment. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. It is the silent engine that turns your dreams into reality and your goals into tangible results. When you wake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., the choice to rise, to move, to act is a declaration. It is proof that your desire is stronger than your comfort, your ambition louder than your excuses. Discipline is the recognition that each moment is an opportunity and the refusal to let it pass unused. It is the quiet strength that says, I will not be swayed. I will not be distracted. I will not settle. Every time you act with discipline, you reinforce a chain of personal power. One disciplined action compounds into the next. One refusal to succumb to distraction strengthens your ability to resist the next. This is how excellence is built. Not in sporadic bursts, not in fleeting motivation, but in the repeated, consistent choices made when no one is watching, when no immediate reward is visible, and when the world remains still around you. The early hours demand nothing less than this focused commitment, because these hours separate those who drift through life from those who create it. Discipline transforms potential into kinetic energy. Your intentions, your ideas, your visions, they are raw, unshaped, and full of promise. Without discipline, they remain inert, buried beneath the weight of procrastination and indecision. With discipline, they take form, they move, they shape your reality. When you make the conscious decision to stretch, to write, to plan, to meditate, or to push your body, you are converting abstract ambition into actionable progress. Each small act of discipline is a brick, each repeated choice a foundation. And together, they construct a life built not on chance, but on intentional mastery. The early hours magnify the impact of discipline. The world is silent, your mind is uncluttered, and your energy is untouched by the day's demands. Acting in this window creates momentum that carries through the hours ahead. Tasks that once felt heavy become lighter. Decisions that once felt complex become simple. Challenges that once felt overwhelming shrink in comparison to the internal strength you have cultivated. Discipline in these hours is not punishment. It is preparation. It is armor for the battles that the day will bring. Discipline also shapes identity. Each action you take reinforces who you believe yourself to be. When you rise with purpose, when you push through resistance, when you follow through on your commitments, you send a message to yourself, I am capable. I am strong. I am consistent. This internal declaration shapes perception, behavior, and belief. The more disciplined you become, the more automatic these choices become. Until discipline is no longer effort, it is instinct. Your life begins to reflect this identity, aligning with your intentions, desires, and deepest values. There is no shortcut. There is no replacement for this inner structure. Discipline is the invisible force behind visible success. It is the quiet architect behind extraordinary results. Every day you act with discipline, you train yourself to thrive under pressure, to resist distraction, and to persist when most would surrender. You cultivate an unshakable confidence born not from luck, not from talent, but from the unwavering consistency of your choices. Discipline is your power, your leverage, and the guarantee that what you desire is within reach. Embrace discipline now. Let it guide your actions, sharpen your focus, and fortify your resolve. Let each choice in these early hours affirm your commitment to your life, your goals, and your potential. The world may still be asleep, but you are awake, aware, and uncompromising. You are not waiting for circumstances to change. You are becoming the force that shapes them. Discipline is not a momentary effort. It is a lifelong standard. It is your anchor, your engine, and the pathway to everything you are capable of becoming.